Welcome back everyone to another D&D horror story. My name is DM Rhino and today we are going to read another D&D horror story. Remember, if you like this video, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, of course, and leave a comment. Today we're reading from Necessary Carrot 880. This said, one player nearly killed my love for D&D. Let's have a look. So I've been playing D&D for a few years now, and I've enjoyed D&D quite a lot. But there was a time where it nearly got ruined for me because of a certain someone. To depersonalize it, I'll call them Problem. Now, when Problem started, they joined pretty far into our first campaign, run by my long-time friend. This was also my first campaign. I got a bit of info about the campaign. We were set on a quest to stop a legendary orc, Fromish, from getting his hands on the gauntlet of uh, Budzar, which meant defeating his orc army and bugbears before facing him in one big final battle. We found Problem's PC, Centaur Artificer, with a stupidly difficult name, tied up in a pyramid, and he joined us, which was fine at first. But it got increasingly more annoying. The most memorable moment was when when he tried to build a whole flying fortress in order to go against Rock, which I admit was a cool idea, but it just would never work. Our DM told him it would take 3 in-game months to create. The problem is, Grosh and his armies would definitely be able to get the gauntlets and take over the world by that time. Yeah, you can't do it in time. So what did he do? He still went along with it, albeit with a shorter time span, meaning the fortress was instead a cannon on a really on a on on a cart with 15 with 15 HP. So it was a cannon on a cart. The damage was 3d10 though. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. So they have a portable cannon basically. But the worst part was that when we got to the final battle, he was able to use the cannon and he missed. He took 3 shots and he missed all of them. Okay, wow. Yeah, that happens. So that was well worth it. Hey, but we beat Grosk. Groshk. I can't. It's Grosk. So it's either Grok with that silent S or Groshk. Um, our characters went our separate ways. But it doesn't actually end there. Oh, dun dun dun. Eventually, he became the DM, and it was an alright campaign. We had to work with a vampire lord. We had no real choice to give people to him. Many parents were left without children. Left many parents, which left the town children to create their own orphanage for them, which was pretty funny. Okay, so brownie point. Okay, I'm trying to read how they've just written this in a very strange way. Um, um, but he ended up completely forgetting about it because he got too drunk. Oof. And completely winged everything, which is fine. But we couldn't. But we could easily remind him what we were doing, and we just continued from where we left off. But nope, we ended up ending that prematurely. So did the DM get drunk, or did the vampire lord get drunk? It's just the way. So Yeah. So maybe the DM got drunk, which is always a red flag. DMs shouldn't get drunk. After that, I became DM next, which I currently still am, running the same campaign. And problem character was unique, since he was non-binary or autistic, which was totally cool, which I'm totally cool with. Yeah. He even had a plot with him being a werewolf, and I was totally fine with that. Then there was the backstory, which was cliche. The, t- the typical, my husband is dead and my son is missing. Okay. He gave enough to work with, and I was fine with. But the main issue was that because his character was autistic, or he was completely dependent on another player's NPC to act as his guardian and translator. So he had autism, he's dependent on another player. I would always check with that other player before I make that call. I would have said, hey, are you fine with this? Because it means that you would be the main thing, not this player, right? And this player was notoriously busy, meaning we had to reschedule just to be able to play with him. But we were all cool with that because we understand how difficult it is managing our times and several hours of D&D. Yeah, okay, very understanding. But because of Problem's obsession with having his PC constantly around him, Problem started refusing to play for the full time. And we were doing it just because his PC guardian, his player character's guardian, couldn't make it. And this annoyed everyone in the group. So I had it. I got all the members to vote and we kicked Problem out of the party. Many said that they didn't mind, and so I was thankful we were able to get rid of them. That not yeah, not that Problem actually cared. So I made it canon that his PC died suddenly from awkwardness. I'm glad he's gone because it actually allowed everyone it actually allowed every other member to get out of their shell a bit more. Yeah, I mean, this is a difficult one, right? Some of the things were really good, but if, like, when you were saying over here that, like, was this character in real life, was he autistic? Did he have these problems and that's why he was trying to mirror this? Or that his PC character, his player character, had a guardian? Like, it feels like he wanted to play two characters at once, which is always a red flag for me. You don't play two characters unless your character has like split personality. But like being a DM and then getting drunk, um, it sounds like he was drunk when he was a DM. So again, it's a difficult one. Like it sounds like this. It sounds like he was going through things. Yeah, and being the second, the second, like the having constantly rescheduled because of one player can be frustrating. Absolutely. I would have just carried on with the campaign and said, hey, this is where we are playing it on this day every week or something like that because the majority of people can make it. If you can't make it, I'm not going to cancel the game. We have other players I have to be responsible for. Um, and also, if you're not autistic and you're playing an autistic character, that's always kind of again a red flag. Unless you actually deal with autistic people, it's not always good because there are lots. It's a big spectrum, and it's like it's a very difficult thing to do. So yeah, I do feel for this. This is not necessarily the best um experience you can have, but there are things that you could have done that are different. Um, Possibly speaking to problems, character, and explaining certain things. You can always do that. And if they still double back, um, and still don't want to change, then give them a warning. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think that was necessarily a bad horror story. That was just a lesson. But you know, that was the horror story of the day. My name, of course, is DM Rhino. If you like these videos, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell. Um, I make these videos every day just for a bit of fun, going through things. We're having a bit of fun, of course. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.